Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make a magnetic pull saw guide for myself. I've been using pull saws now for about, must be going 2 years, 2.5 years now. I've changed all my saws now to pull saws, so I thought I'd make a guide because anybody new to using a pull saw, it might help them. So all it is a piece of wood that fits out, you fit to another piece of wood with magnets on, so while you're cutting, the pull saw stays straight and plumb. So I've got some pallet wood. I've already planed it down, cut it down to size, well, width wise. Yeah, this is about 25mm and this is about 15mm thick. So I'm going to cut it, get me miter saw out and cut it down to length and everything. Square one end off, 45 degree on the other end. So this bit will be so it pushes against the wood, so it'd be like that, if you know what I mean. So, but this is hardwood. I'm not sure what it is, but it's really heavy. It's good wood. But I'm also going to incorporate it into a bench hook as well. So once I've made that, I'm going to make it fit onto this. This is about 10mm ply I've got spare, just a soft cut. It'll fix onto that, so I'll be able to cut small bits if I want anything like that. I've got a bench hook anyway, but I thought it might, if I incorporate it into all in one, that might be useful for people doing small little projects and things like that. So that's today's project, so we're going to get on with that and we'll see how we go. Right, we'll get squared off one side. These are about 70mm width, yeah, so they're both about 70mm width. So any scrap wood will do anyway. If it's hardwood, the better. But I suppose you use softwood if you wanted to. So I'm just going to get the ends squared off. Right. What I'm going to do is mark 70. No, did I say 1700? I'm going to do 100mm in. Then we'll put a 45 on that. That's just 45. What I might do is mark the 45 on it. Now we need the bit that goes like that. So we'll measure that bit, see what that is. That's about 170. So we'll just get a bit less than that. Which side do I do? That side. So that bit will come in for something else. So 168. Right, let's just that's got to be flush with that end, and that one's just a bit longer there. So yeah, that's how it'll go. So get cleaned up. I'll just get these sanded down a bit and we'll get them fixed together, and then we'll get the holes drilled for the magnets. Right, I'm getting them sand down. That's a piece of the scrap. Now we need to find the centre. So what I've done, well, I used it on the scrap first. I use that guide with a pencil through. So just mark it, twist it, mark it on the wood. It finds your centre straight away. Then with the marking gauge, put it up to the line. Just check it one way, check it to another, and lock it down. So what we're going to do now is this end, and we've got to do it through there as well, because that's for the cutting the 45s and that's for cutting the 90. So we know it's the same piece of wood because it's come off of there, so we'll just mark it, mark that side. So we've got the centre line. Now we're working from each side where to drill. So so what shall we have? That's 10. We'll do it 15 in from each side. So either a centre punch like that or a bradawl, just to mark it. There's my bradawl. Well, needs to sharpen up as well, I think. It does. Just put a smallish hole so we know where we are. Try that one. That's a bit better. There. I know this is mainly for doing onto metal, but I always use it on wood as well, so do one there. So that'll have 3 on that side. Oh, tighten him up. So that's ready now for drilling out for the size of magnets you've got. But I was also going to put, once that's flush with that, I was also going to put, I don't have to put a couple in there as well. So when that goes like that, well, it's not in the vise, but say you've got a piece of wood, it still gives you a bit of guidance there as well, if you see what I mean. So I might, once I've got them done and fixed that up there, I might put a couple of smaller ones just in there. Right, found some magnets. They're 10mm in diameter, and they're about, I'd say, 5mm thick. What's it? So I've stuck them onto my metal rule so I don't lose them. So I've got a 10mm bit in me guild drill, which I've had for ever since I've started doing woodwork and things. So it's like it's lasted, oh, how long have I had it now? 6, 7, probably 7 years must be going on now I've had this. So, and it's the same batteries as well, so yeah, it's worked pretty well. So instead of my DeWalt, I thought to go for a lighter. I don't want to go too far deep into the wood, so we'll get these drilled out. We'll keep testing and make sure I ain't gone too deep. Right, do a bit on the other one. Get that started. No, that needs to be a bit deeper. Try that one. Yeah, just a little bit. Now you see that magnet's just all broke up. I can't use that. Put that there. Luckily, I think I've got still one spare. I'm hoping. So we'll try that one. That still needs a little more deeper. Right. Yeah, I still think that could do with going a little bit deeper. I think that middle one will be alright. Looks deep enough. Tell you, once these get stuck together, they don't want to come apart. Unless it's me getting weaker. Yeah. Just a little bit more on that one. That middle one will be alright. Right, we've got all the magnets separated. They're all on here. So I'm going to use some super glue and the activator with it. So we'll get some. It's just to wipe off. Oh, sounds like it's just started raining. Right, it's either raining or hailing out there. Weather lately up here in Derbyshire, it's a bit wild, say the least. Right, I've done the other two. I did them off camera, so exactly the same how I've done them, but these were thinner magnets anyway, these ones were. So now I've clamped it together. I've made sure it's all squared off exactly right where it should be. So what I'm going to do is just drill some holes through so I can attach it to the attach both of them together. Right, we'll tear them apart. We'll countersink that a bit. I've got my countersink up here, ready. We've glued it and screwed it, so if you don't want to go further, use it like I'm going to do it as a bench hook. It's really done. So all you do, just using this bit of scrap, push it up to where you want to cut, put your saw on, get started, and all we've got to do is just test it, make sure it is. That is spot on. I suppose you can't really take it out. I don't know if you could see that. That is spot on. So it makes you nice cuts. So like I say, you can leave it like that, get a coat of wax, but I'm going to do it now so I can do it like a bench hook. So like I said, I've got this piece of ply, and I can clear some of this off. We'll get it set up, we'll cut a piece off, and what I'm going to use to join it together if I need it any time is this. So I made an hole through here, bolt it through and just tighten it down so I can use it as a small bench hook. So I could put a, like say, it'd be a piece of wood across there, load it in and saw it off that way, small bits. So we'll carry on now and make it into a bench hook. But like I say, if you don't want to do it as a bench hook, that is finished as it is. Like I say, a coat of wax or whichever you want, and you can, that's ready to go now. But I'm taking it a step further and make it into a bench hook. Right, I've set the miter saw back up again. So we're just going to get this ply cut. So that's how it'll fit on. So I've done it 120 mil up, so I'll just cut that bit off there, and then I'll just square that off to this edge. So we'll get that cut. Right, I've clamped them two pieces together. Just make sure the plate is flush up to there. So this is a little handy thing to have. All it is, this is a bit of chipboard with a piece of wood on it, in vice. Same as drilling into the bench, you just drill into this. Then when it gets too bad, just make a new one out of scrap. So saves your bench. So right, we'll drill through both of these, and then that'll get fitted to that, and that is about it then. So we'll go down. Go back over there, get it out the clamp. We'll just get it a quick bears off. It's the bottom more than anything. Right. Put that up. What I have got to do is cut for the head of the bolt out at the bottom, so but I'll just try it through, make sure it fits okay. That fits alright there anyway. So what I'm going to do now is cut a recess into the ply so that bolt stays flush then, else it's not going to stay flat. But yeah, it's still flush up to there. The piece of, like I say, that'll go across there and use it like just as a bench hook. So but we will mark out for that. Let me get just sharpen my pencil up. These are handy to have for shed as well. Just it's a battery operated pencil sharpener. So you get a nice point on them. Right. Like I say, if you ain't got none of these little black knobs, just a wing nut will do just the same. There we are. We'll just get that chiselled out. Like I say, I've recently sharpened all my chisels up. I'm going to have to do a video how to sharpen mine. I'll have to see if I can get an old chisel from somewhere and show how I do it. Right, that's it together. What I've done, I've made a second hole as well, and that's for the straight. So just unscrew, take that out. This one's a bit tighter. This one is. There. And then all we have to do, tighten it down again. Yep, it's gone in there, so we can do the angle cut as well. So we'll give it a go. I've got a bit of off cut, put it in the vise. We'll get the pull saw. Off we go. Doing it at a bit of an angle, but there. As you can see, it's a pretty decent cut for the 45. So then all we have to do is turn him back over. Oh, yeah, it's a bit tight. Once it's loosened up a bit, we'll be alright. That's it. I'll put it back to the normal one, the 90. Tighten him down. Oh. Try a different pull saw. Start out nice and slow. Oh, let's have a look. And there we are. That's perfect cut on that one as well. So, like I say, that's for small projects. If you've got anything small, and then if for larger ones, just take it off, put that back on there, put that back on there, oh, that back on there, to one side, and now nice and slow again, start weight. So you won't do it with that, do that one better all the way through, but you get the idea. Where's my little square? And there, I don't know if you can see it, it's cut straight. So yeah, I thought a nice little project that is. Like I say, if it helps some people out when they're first coming into using pull saws, or people more advanced with pull saws, especially if you're cutting small pieces, if you're making models and things like that and things. So yeah, so very pleased with that. Right, that's another project done. For any comments, yes, I know I've got a pink top on now. It was a blue top, but I had to pop indoors and do something. I spilt something down my other top, so I've changed. But yeah, so that's a handy little thing to have. Like you say, if you're just starting out using pull saws, well, not even pull saws, tenon saw, you can use it with them as well. So just the same thing. So yeah, and it's not too big. You can make them bigger if you want, I suppose, but it's not too big to store away somewhere. I've just got to find somewhere to put it in my shed. So, but yeah, I hope that helps somebody out to using the pull saw. So right, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. It's most appreciated. I'm just over 2,000 now. I've never really thought I'd get that to that many, but yes, most appreciated. Very grateful I am. Please keep on looking at my videos. That's appreciated as well. Hit the like button. Please comment. hit the notification bell for all upcoming videos, and I shall see you all on the next video. Bye for now.